So we've got an interesting rumor that has come across today, and by today I mean a few days ago. I'm sorry I'm a bit late on this, but we have a rumor on a new Zelda game, and by new I mean port. Wow, I'm messing up my words today. So there's a rumor, and it's a pretty substantial rumor because it came from the producer himself, Eiji Aonuma. He basically teased at this event a Skyward Sword, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword port for the Switch. He said on the Switch, so not technically a port, could be a full remake. This is scary. I'm not for it. And please don't dislike, don't press the dislike button. I've got my reasons. I'm going to explain it as well and as best as I can. And it's not because it's a port or a remake. It's because it's Skyward Sword. So let's get into it. So, a Zelda game that came out last year, this magical game, one of Nintendo's masterpiece games, one of their best games, probably their most ambitious game of all time, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It broke pretty much every single convention of every Zelda game, went back to basics with the original, with the whole open worldness, and then just kind of revamped everything we thought we knew about Zelda. Skyward Sword is the complete opposite. It's Zelda to a T, but worse. I think that Breath of the Wild really tackled issues Skyward Sword had and basically revamped them so much that they were just amazing. They were way better than them before. But if we go back to Skyward Sword, we're going back to basics. And I think that's really strange. Because Skyward Sword, obviously one of the big complaints, and I agree, is that it was so linear. And games can be linear but fun. But this was not linear in a fun sense. This was linear in just a really restricting way. And the fact that you had to like repeat areas and everything. Breath of the Wild was like, you know what? Break that. Open world, pretty much everything is open world. Skyward Sword does not. It's, you go to this grass place, and then I think it's Death Mountain. Oh, it's Farronwood. Sorry, it's called Farronwood. Don't kill me, Zelda fans. And then you go to the desert. I can't remember what the desert's called. Oops. And then we revisit those areas again, and again, and again, and again, and again. But that's not the only issue. It's like Skyward Sword, it just feels so backwards. Like it's a fine game. I thought the motion controls were garbage. Sorry, my opinion. I thought they just weren't very well implemented. It felt very arbitrary rather than enhancing on what you had. And I think Breath of the Wild just tackled everything. You could do like armor upgrades in Skyward Sword, but it was only for like shields. Whereas in Breath of the Wild, pretty much everything could be upgraded. So I just don't get it. I don't get why we would want to go back to Skyward Sword. I just don't think it's that appealing. Also, the fact that how would you get that precise motion controls with the Joy-Con? I don't know if the Joy-Con are that precise. That concerns me. And I guess it's not an issue. I mean, it's another game. It's another game on the Switch. That's not bad. Most Switch games are good. But I feel like they could be spending their resources not on Skyward Sword, but anything else? Anything? I would literally take any other Zelda game over Skyward Sword on the Switch, because I just think Skyward Sword is one of the most restricting and one of the most basic and safe Zelda games, and I feel like Breath of the Wild was a complete counter to Skyward Sword, but now they want to put it on the Switch. And I don't get in handheld mode too. How would they do that? Get rid of the motion controls entirely? If you get rid of the motion controls, the game becomes so simple that it'll make it even worse than it already is, in my opinion. I think it'd just make it less fun. So it's just, it's baffling me because I just don't think they should do it. I really don't think they should do it. But what am I to argue? Maybe we'll get the reveal at the Game Awards. But I don't want it. I mean, if it's a Wii Virtual Console thing, yes, go ahead, put as many Wii games on there as possible. If this is a fully fledged Skyward Sword port/remake, or whatever they do with it, like they did with Twilight Princess, where they like updated textures, but the game was basically the exact same graphics as the Wii version, except just the resolutions bumped up, then I just don't want it. I'm sorry, I don't want that. I don't see it being that appealing. I just don't get how that's appealing. I know, obviously, I can't talk on behalf of everyone, because obviously there are people who like Skyward Sword. But I really feel like this is one of the most divisive Zelda games out there. Why do that? Why not go more, I don't know, safe? I mean, you've been doing a lot of Wii U ports. I think it would be a fantastic idea to do a double Wind Waker Skyward Sword combo pack. Sell out for $60, because that's 2 games in one. I wouldn't mind that at all. If they sold them individually for $60, then I'd be complaining. But if they don't and it's a double pack, do it! Do it! Those are well-regarded games. I don't feel like they go backwards. I feel like Skyward Sword is just completely backwards. It just follows the conventions too safely, basically. I just don't think it's smart. I really don't. I like the music. I like the art style. Everything else is just kind of like, really? Do you have to do that? Can we not? And one more thing I wanted to touch upon, because why not? Team Sonic Racing. We got a music track reveal. I don't know how old it is now, so I'm really sorry. The Market Street track. We got the music for Market Street. It's been done by Hyper Potions and Senoue. So that's another collaboration, because I'm pretty sure before it was someone else, and I can't remember the name. It was T-Lopes. It was T-Lopes who combined before with Boo's House. And this time we've got Hyper Potions. Who we could get next? Tomorrow Tani. Anyone else? Outside composers? That'd be cool. So I think it's a good version of Rooftop Run. I don't think it's absolutely outstandingly amazing, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I think it's my least favourite version of Rooftop Run out there. My favourite one is, of course, the original. I think the original is phenomenal from Sonic Unleashed. My second favourite is probably classic Sonic's Rooftop Run, and then third, modern Sonic's Rooftop Run, and then lastly, this. I think my big problem with this one, it's not the fact that it's synth. That's not a problem at all. Synth is not inherently bad. You can do good synth. Sonic Colors did good synth. It's not that at all. It's how prominent the synth is. It basically takes over the entire melody, and I don't think the guitar is pronounced enough, and it doesn't give you that like fast feel. I mean, the constant beats in the background do. Don't get me wrong. I think the main melody of Rooftop Run needs to be more pronounced, especially when you've got Senoue on the guitars, because at TGS they actually did a live version of this, and I think that one sounds miles better. I think the guitar was way more pronounced there, and in fact, I still don't think it was pronounced enough for me, but I think it was more pronounced now, and I think it sounded way better. But we still have that version, so we can still go back and listen to that. But I just think that the guitar isn't pronounced enough. And I know that might be a weird complaint, because I'm one of the people who thinks that they should not rely on the guitar for every single track in the game. But I think the way the synth is being used by Hyper Potions here, it's not impactful enough. It's so like, it sounds so light and like in the background that it doesn't really pump you up for anything. Like it's cool. It's basically like good background music, which fits, of course. But I feel like with Sonic music especially, you want this music to put on, take on the go, and listen to outside of the game itself. I feel like this doesn't quite stand up to that. And please don't hate me, guys. This is just my opinion. I'm just trying to explain why I think it's not that great. It's not bad though. I still think it's pretty good, and I think it's pretty sweet that they're still revealing these music tracks individually. I think that's pretty sweet. And actually, one more thing I want to talk about, and this is really random, I'm really sorry, but this just came up and I don't know where else I'm going to talk about this. The Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel has decided to change their thumbnails. And I hate complaining. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry, but I don't think the thumbnails look great. It's mainly the text. It looks so cheap and just like slapped in. It feels like they're like really squishing text into these thumbnails rather than them looking really professional and natural like they did before with the music track reveals. They looked really professional, and it's when you looked at one of those thumbnails, you knew it was from the official Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel. Whereas now you look at it and it's like, what's this? This is Sonic? This is the official Sonic YouTube channel? What? That's just the sense I get. I hope they go back. I really do. Probably not though, but it's just some feedback. I'm not hating on anyone. This is just some feedback from me personally. I just do not think it looks the best. I think you should try and make it look a bit more professional. I can see what they're going for. I can see the consistency of the ring, and then like the checkable backgrounds but different colors. That's actually fine. I don't really mind that. It's the text. If you can fix the text somewhat, you're good. But that's pretty much everything I got to say. I did another combo video. These are fun. I like talking about pretty much anything and everything. Hope you all enjoyed it. No more words. Just basically, please don't give us Skyward Sword. And I'm digging that they're revealing Team Sonic Racing music to us. Even though I thought the newest one wasn't my favorite, but I still don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. I still think it's very good. Don't hate it. But yeah, hopefully they give us the in-game version of Wisp Circuit. That'd be fantastic. I love that one. But with all that said, my dudes, I was about to do my old outro. Wow. Let's clap to the end. Peace out.